Okay, here we are on the calendar screen. When the events of your day have played out and the day is beginning formally, this is where you're going to make all of your choices. Now, first thing we're going to note is the tabs on the compass in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. These are for your reference, and you can learn about the various items that are labeled on them. So if you want to read about your familiar, you click the familiar tab, and then you can see information on your familiar. I have Reggie, a lizard. You can see my bond level, I can see his attributes, and I can read about his skills. You can also click on your click. Right now I have no friends because I haven't started school yet, so I haven't met anyone. But I can go to my relations. I can see the level of friendship that I have with all the people currently enrolled at the Academagia. And you can actually see there are certain people who are going to be, I already have a level of relationship with, and that's because they're in Aranaz along with me. And again, I can click on any of those students, I can see their portrait, I can read a bit about them, and I can get a better sense of who they are. Again, the context menu is only relevant when you're looking at an event or a story item, and then you can look at the contextual links from inside that event and get information on them more specifically. Lore represents the game lores. There are just endless lores in this game, and you can click on any of them and read little bits of wisdom, little bits of backstory about the world, maybe some information about the school or a skill or a class. And lastly, you have menu. Menu gives you the option to save the game, load a game, begin a new game, quit the game, and also turn off the music, which I have done here strictly for the purpose of recording the screencast. However, it's excellent music. So what you can do here, if you want to save your game, literally all you do is you click the arrow, then you type in, you can see I already have some test games here, so I'm going to call this test 2. And I'm going to hit this arrow here, and then you can see the bar at the bottom of the screen shows the progress, and then your game is saved. Once that bar is finished, then the save process is complete. It has to go through and save all the many bits of information you've entered in the game so far, and then you just click back to go back. If you want to load a game, similar process. You simply click the game that you would like to load, and then it will load it for you. So I'm not going to do that now because we're in the middle of something, but now I'm going to go back, and I'm going to click on fitness just so I can get rid of that little menu option. So now you're looking back again at the calendar here in the middle of the screen, and you'll see here your days are normally split into 3 parts. And you can see that the calendar itself also has, the week is 7 days at a time. Now sometimes you'll have more than 7 days because in the Illumian culture, festivals and holidays fall outside of the normal Sunday to Saturday progression, and they have their own names. But what's critical here for each day are the 3 parts. The people who run the school have given your character this calendar, and the default choices reflect what they feel you should be doing with your time. So that's why on Monday you'll see we're attending class, and then we're resting. And that's how it goes every day. However, that would be a pretty boring way to go through the year. So at the start of every day you can change your calendar. You have lots of options you can do instead of resting, and as long as you don't cut class too often, you can have some reasonably exciting days without official reprimand. To change the default plan, you're just going to click on the dot besides the part of the day in question. And I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to click this dot next to rest, and you'll see I get this big pop-up that gives me the option to pick what I'm going to do. I can choose an action, any of the ones on this list here to the right. I can cast a spell if I knew any spells. I could use an item if I had any items, and I could use an ability. And again, if you're not sure what these abilities are, and at the start, why would you, click on them and then get some information. In this case, working with the Tonic Brewmaster, working with them will get me 10 pims, some of the in-game money. It will expand my understanding of the negation skill methods, and it will also give me a bonus to my brew sub-skill, but I will get a point of stress. And again, if you want to read more about stress, refer to the manual. So I'm going to go back to choose action, and I'm new here. I want to explore the school a little bit, so I'm going to read explore. I'm going to check at this option right here. I'm going to read about it up here, and I'm going to go ahead. I can either click confirm the action, or if I decide I've changed my mind, I can take it away. I can leave it as it was initially before I went in here to edit it, or I prefer to hit the big blue orb, which is about the same as confirming the action. Same this or this. So I'm going to go ahead and confirm my action, and now you can see explore is highlighted here. If I click it, I can go back and change it, but I'm going to leave it as is. Let's see, for my second action of the day, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explore again, because why not? So I'm going to choose that action. And for my last part of the day, maybe I'm going to gossip a little bit and try to get a notion of what's going on among the students, maybe gain some relationships. And I'm going to go ahead and confirm that. Now you can see I've picked my actions: explore, explore, and gossip. Now if I click down here at this little clock, that actually submits my action, and then you can see the results. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that right now. Now here on the right hand side, you can see where it says confirmation orders. This is then asking me to apply any modifiers to those actions. So right here, I'm starting my exploration in the characters room. Now I could go through and change this. Some of these locations will give you bonuses to certain actions. Now I'm not going to go through this now, but if you really want to get into it, you can give yourself certain advantages by starting your action in a particular location that has a sort of imbued power. But for now, we're just going to leave it as characters room. Where do I want to explore? I'm going to explore the school itself for the morning. For my afternoon action, I'm going to explore, instead of the school proper, I'm going to explore the grounds around the school. And lastly, for gossip, I'm going to gossip about, you can see again, I'm starting this in my character's room. I'm going to gossip about, let's see, I'm going to gossip about Aveline Sinsbo in my school. And I'm also going to gossip, let's go outside of my school, let's go to the Durand School, and I'm going to gossip about Honors Plafox. You can also notice here this stress bonus. If I want to add some extra stress to myself and perhaps increase my chance of succeeding at the action, I can do that here. And you can do that for certain of your actions. So now I'm going to go ahead and hit this in the bottom right, the red clock, and that will submit my actions. You can see now the game is processing, and voila, we enter into an event.